This is our hem sample with a flat catch stitch, and for an edge finish on our hem allowance we're just going to do a overlock stitch serging. So I've already run this through the serger, and then it says we have a 1.5 inch allowance, so our little piece is going to get pretty small here. 1.5 inches. There we are. Okay. So of course normally we'd be working with matching thread. You know, for this I would normally be using a navy blue thread, but so that y'all can see it easier, I'm using a white thread. So I've got a knot at the end, and I'm only going to let a single ply of thread, you know, one single thread, be doing the work. So I only have the one knotted versus two knotted. And so for the catch stitch, you work from left to right. So I'm going to start over here, and I let the knot kind of hide under the allowance. And then I'm just going to use the serging as kind of my guide for the height of my stitches. But I'll take a little stitch there, and I'm just going through the hem allowance. I'm not going through both layers. Whenever I work below this serging line, I'm only going to be going through the hem allowance. Actually, for all these stitches, you're only going through one layer of fabric. And then my next stitch will be 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch away, and it's only in this fabric, the garment part, and I'm really only trying to grab one thread. And notice that as I'm going to travel left to right, my needle is going through the fabric right to left. So what ends up happening is I'll form some little X's. And I just want to stay consistent in the length of my stitches, making sure I can getting only the hem allowance when I'm on the bottom stitch. But it can be bigger. I don't have to worry about only grabbing a single thread of the fabric down there. And see, if we only grab a single thread, hopefully it doesn't show from the face, even if we are using contrasting thread. There. And don't pull it too tight. You know, I don't want to be like, oh, because then it will show. It'll pucker up and show. So just have a relaxed hand when you're doing this. You don't want the threads all loosey-goosey around there, but you don't want them tight either. See, it's just one thread, not a double thread going through. And when you get to the end, I'm just going to secure it in my hem allowance. I can take a larger stitch and then maybe one more stitch right on top, and I will send my needle through the loop, snug it up there, and then tunnel my needle into the hem allowance some so that the tail lives in there. Let's look at it from the right side. Do we see any white stitches? No.